here is the pre-framing for patients. Okay, this is how I do so much of it. Okay, I say these words. Thank you, longitudinal and sagittal. Thank you. Thank you. Longitudinal axis and sagittal. Okay, pre-frame patients, what to say. I always say, here is an example of an ultrasound. It will show the thickness of plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendon, whatever I'm saying. We're going to start treatment. We will start with treatments today. And at the next visit, we will do an ultrasound. This is the way I do it. Okay. And I'll explain how I share that with patients. I can see the soft tissue with an ultrasound, while an x-ray can only show the bone. And we can also track how your tissue improves with ultrasound. That's what I like. So with ultrasound, I'll do it, and then I'll do it. Let's say they do a course of shockwave, and then I'll see them 6 weeks after. Then I'll do another ultrasound, and I can compare. And the other big thing, I know it's obvious, but I'm just going to tell you guys, is that I always do bilateral. Like for plantar fasciitis, I'm going to do it. Let's say the right foot hurts. I can show them the right foot that's very thickened. There's an effusion in it, right? And then on the left foot, you can show them that it looks more normal. Like that is the biggest selling point for any type of treatment, is showing bilateral views. And if it's bilateral, though, it doesn't always mean I charge for the other one. A lot of times I'm doing it just to show, okay? So I'm not going to charge them for both. This is how I say it, and this is the presentation that I use. So let me explain this. If you haven't heard of these are my patient presentations, which I kind of put together, and I give these out. Some people ask me why I give them, just because I use them, and I figured if it helps someone else out, it would be beneficial. So what this shows, this is, I say to the patient, this is the diagnostic exam. We usually do an x-ray. Even if there's a spur, it doesn't really matter. We all have that conversation all day long. How come I have a spur here? I say, but what makes me look at it better is with an ultrasound. Here's an example on the right foot. Here's an example on the left foot. You can see the right one is thinner than the left one. And this left one is blacker or darker, and that's because there's swelling in there. So the plan is, if you're not getting better with these current treatments, at the next visit, we're going to do an ultrasound. And I do that for a couple of reasons, and I'll get into those reasons why I don't do it the first visit. Okay. The first one being is it's not covered by insurance. If it was covered by insurance, maybe everyone would get the first visit. But we'll go over that in a second. So this is how I use this slide. I would say this is my money slide, if you want to call it. This is my money slide for doing ultrasound.